Hello YouTube, this is Galactic God, and I'm here with some of my predictions on what you might see in Gold Series 4. First off, I think we're probably going to see Black Rose Dragon. We haven't really seen Black Rose Dragon since it's been reprinted in the tin a while back, and I think it's probably high time for it to be reprinted. Next, I think we're probably going to see Red Dragon Archfiend. Same principle. Been around for a while, only reprinted once in the tin, and it came out at the same time as Stardust, one of the more classic played cards. I think there's a good possibility we're going to see him. Brionic is kind of my off choice for Synchro monsters. I think there is a possibility that he could be in there. Came out in Hidden Arsenal 1, so it's kind of a promo. And I think it's probably a good pick for one of the chase cards for the Synchro monsters. Okay, for the traps, I think Royal Decree is probably primed to get reprinted in there. We haven't seen this reprinted since the starter deck, and before that, DB2, and then was in one of the tournament packs. I think tournament pack 2, and then reprinted again in 4. But with the Konami bumping it up to 3 per deck, and the more play it's being used, I think it's a pretty good possibility. Dust Tornado, I think, is another high possibility for traps. Konami has a way of reprinting the staples, so to speak, inside the Gold Series. I think it's, with Mystical getting reprinted before and whatnot, I think it's a good possibility that's coming next as well. Royal Oppression, could definitely use a Hollow Form, sees a lot of play. There's a chance it might end up probably in Turbo Pack, but it may end up in Gold as well. Kind of chose Magic Cylinder because it was an older classic staple, plus you now have 2 in your deck. And I think it's definitely a possibility as well. Dimensional Prism was once a promo, and then got re-released, much the same way Mind Control did. I think there's definitely a possibility there. I think Sakuretsu, it's already been released in Gold overseas. It was once a staple here as well. Could easily come out in the Gold Series. For spells, I'm going to go with Book of Moon. Like I said before, it was released before overseas, so, I don't see why I can't get released here now. Also, Konami does like reprinting staples, and with Monster Reborn still, being able to be played, and Dark Hole as well. Neither have seen some reprints in a while, so I think they're primed for getting released in Gold. On the same token, I think the newly semi-restricted Megamorph, or the unrestricted United, as well as Overload Fusion being semi-restricted, makes them all prime candidates for getting re-released in Gold 4. And the last one I think we might see would be Pot of Avarice. Once a staple, still a really good card. Definitely could get reprinted. For monsters, I'm going to go with Dark Refer. Haven't seen him reprinted in a while. Actually, I think he only came out in just the preview and then the set itself. I'm going to go with Morphing Jar. Like Sakuretsu and Book, he was released overseas in Gold. I don't see why he can't get released now. It's kind of an older card, so it kind of fits with what we usually see in Gold. Snipe Hunter as well. Getting unrestricted to 3 kind of makes him prime candidate. Same thing holds true with Card Trooper. Being able to have 2, I think, makes him kind of prime for getting released in Gold as well. Now that people are looking for him. Same thing goes with Spirit Reaper. He was released already before in a Gold Series overseas. Could easily get released here. Summoner Monk. I think they could do with him what they did kind of with Dimensional Alchemist in the last Gold Series. He's only been released in Structure deck over here, so he could easily come out in Gold Series. Gores. Pretty decent card still, used in a lot of decks, and it's primed to get reprinted again. And I think for probably the chase card, I'm going to go with Chaos Sorcerer. He was reprinted not too long ago in one of the turbo packs, but I think with him getting, unrestricted, there's going to be a lot of more higher demand for him, and it could really drive the sales of the set, and I think that's, ultimately what Konami's going for. Also, usually there's a theme to a lot of the golds, where, they'll release maybe all the samurais like they've done before, or all the Black Wings or the Amazonis. I'm not sure so much what this set holds in store. Some people have said Gladiator Beast, since there's going to be more Gladiator Beast cards released soon, so it makes sense because they did the same thing with Amazonis when they were releasing new Amazonis cards. They could go with E-Heroes, since they're, got a lot more support coming out now. If they do, these are some of the cards, I would like to see maybe reprinted. We have in gold, we might have Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, Miracle Fusion, and Fusion Gate. I think they're all kind of primed for getting released in gold rarity if they decide to go with gold E-Heroes for their theme. And that's kind of my thoughts. It is not a complete list of what I think will be on there, just some of the cards that are more highly probable, I guess you could say. Alright, let me know what you guys think of my list. If you think I missed something. I'm sure there is some stuff that I probably missed. What else you think might be in there. And that's it. Thanks.